Hey, how are you? I know that I still owe you a couple sound videos that you required, but today, as much as the other day, we were doing a specific alphabet um, letters and we were learning how to pronounce them, and I saw that you actually practiced. Today, we are going to do some nacho stuff. So I remember that you have your nacho, and we are going to do some um, first grade, second grade stuff that we learn, but it's gonna be very important for you so you can practice your pronunciation. All of these first classes all are about how you pronounce properly, and we're gonna talk about this. So I hope that they're not too boring. I hope you can practice them, and I hope that they're actually helping because I would like for you to pronounce as good as you can. So let's do this. So today we are going to do syllables. That's something that we learn in school. They make us repeat them, read them, and write them constantly. And we are going to do it in the order of the letters of the alphabet, um, paired with the different vowels. I hope that I'm saying that correctly. Because of the V and all that. Yeah, okay. So we have in here syllables. So we have our vowels. I think that that's the way you write them. I'm not really sure. I haven't done first grade classes. So we have A, E, I, O, and U. So as you remember, all of the only sound that we couldn't find in your alphabet was this, that is E. And then instead of saying I, you say E. So the sound for E, this would be this. And this O, no, not the English sound, but more the other sound. O for love, O, lo, or lonely. And then this would be the sound of the double O in zoo, oo. And then we don't have a sound for E, but it would be E in Spanish. And then ah, like avocado, that kind of sound. And then we have to pair them with something besides. So let's start. We have B. So let's start with B. We have B. We have ba, B, B, bo, y bu. So those are things we learned at the beginning when we were little, so we can learn how to pair them with something. And I'll give you a couple words so you can practice them. For an example, we have ba. Well, vacinica would be a word, but I don't know if people really use it. Vacinica, it's a thing where people goes in peace at night, or they used to when we were living in the mountain and the bathroom was outside and you couldn't go outside and people would pee in a vacinica. That's the only one that occurred to me with ba. Then we have be, bestia, vacinica, bestia, bella, bella. Bestia is obviously beast, and then bella is pretty or cute. Then we have bilingue, someone that speaks more than one, well, two languages. Bilingue, no bilingual, because in English it would be bilingual, but then you would be enlarging the L. We don't, bilingue. And then we have, I don't know, I'm failing at this, I guess. We have bocina, that is the thing that you never let me press in your car to scare people in the streets. And then we have burro, my favorite word. Burro. Now remember with this one we were practicing how to do this double R sound. So these are words that we can do with the syllables. Ba, Ve, vi, vo, vu. Va, ve, vi, vo, bu. Okay, let's try another one. The other one would be C, but in this case, C in Spanish, se can have both sounds, the sound k, k and the sound s. So for an example, this would be ka. First, we are going to do the sound K. Okay? So we have ka, ko, y ku. Okay? So for the sound ka, we have cara, or face, cara. We have castillo, castillo. We have cocina, cocina. And we have curioso, curioso. I'm sorry if they don't have accents, Spanish teachers in the world. I already had in Spanish in university learning how to put accents. I can't. I'm gonna die not knowing how to make an accent, so I'm sorry. So, curioso, because I'm pretty sure curioso could have an accent. So we have cara, castillo, cocina, curioso. And then these are the syllables for the sound ka, ko, ku. And then we have the sound s. We have se and si. Both of these are different than the other ones because in this case we cannot say ke and ki because this, when you pair the si with an e and with an e, the sound is an s. Later we will do different with q because it kind of have the same k, 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 and k also the same sound. So we have Cecilia, Cecilia. For se, cerveza. And as you can see in here, different than the Spanish from Spain, it's written with a Z, but nobody in a regular basis is gonna say, ¿puedo tomar una cerveza? People don't really say, that's the proper way to say it, but the purpose of this is that you speak a normal Spanish. So you would say cerveza. Cinto. We don't say cinto, we say faja for the belt. But in proper books, when you read a book, you're gonna see how people write cinto. Cinto, cintura. Cintura is your waist. Cintura. Okay? Then we move to the other one, that it would be the or de. For de, we have da, de, di, do, y do. Okay? So we have, for de a, we have dado, dado. I don't remember the name for that in English. It's the little square that you throw and it has little tiny dots. Dice. Dado. Dedo, just what happened to you. Dedo. Diana, it's a name. I know that you write Diana with an H at the end, but we don't. So Diana. Dos, like the number, not dose. Dose, it's the amount of liquid that you put in something, a dose. Dos. And duda. It's a wonder. I have a doubt. I have a duda. Tengo una duda. Okay? Then we move to the next. F or F. We have fa, fe, fi, fo, and fu. I'm pretty sure that I'm doing something wrong. If a Spanish teacher or a first grade teacher ever sees it, I'm fine with making mistakes. Okay, so we have farol, 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 feliz, feliz. I'm pretty sure feliz has accent, but I don't know if I should put it or not. Feliz. Again, we don't say the Z, even if we use it. Feliz or felicidades. Feliz cumpleaños. Then we have fi. Final. That's the end of something. The something that comes to the end. Final. Examen final. Or the end of the movie. El final de la película. Final. Then we have foca. Foca. That's a seal. The ones that do this and they balances balls in their noses. Foca. Foca. And then we have fu. Fuera. Outside. Fuera. Fuera. Some people say afuera or fuera, depends on the situation. Okay? Then we have the sound for G or G. G. I think you would say it like with the in Spanish. G. This would be your sound. G. And then we have, I think, if I don't remember, it's been 30 years, like 25 years. I think it was ga, go, gu, and ge, gi. I think that it was ga, go, gu, and then ge and gi. If I'm not incorrect, because sometimes when we write words with e and with e, mixing it with a g, we make use of a u in the middle of them. So in this case, we say gato, gato, gorro, gorro, something you put in your head, a toboggan, you say toboggan, or gusto, the taste of something. Or when we meet someone, mucho gusto, it's a pleasure, mucho gusto. But in the case of gegi, it doesn't follow the same, because in these words we don't use a u between them. But in this case we say gue. Well, I mean, we can say gesto, but it's a different one. Sometimes it depends on the word. If we say a word with this one, sometimes it's gonna sound like a G and not like a G. For an example, with gesto, a gesture or an action of give someone something, you say gesto, or you can say gestación. When the baby is in the belly, it's in gestación, and I'm pretty sure this one has accent. Or giro, giro, a turn, a turn. So do you take a turn with your car? Hago un giro, 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 or his. That is, we don't call it his, we call it tiza, but it's the proper name of the child. We say his. But also, as I told you, we have gegi. Right now, I cannot remember any that has ge, but I remember guisado or guisado. I'm so wrong. Guisado. Well, and I'm teaching Spanish, and I don't know anything. Because I would say huerto, but huerto is with H. Well, Mexicans they say güero, but then that would gu in the gu. So never mind this. At some point, someone is gonna correct me. But right now, this is what I have for you, with the letter G, with the sound or g. Depend, because remember, gesto, giro, his, gestación, and then we have gusto, gorro, gato. Now, the sound H is a little tricky because, as I told you, it doesn't have a sound. For an example, you say Honduras, not Honduras, because even if this for you is a sound, for us is a no sound. That's why so many people makes the mistake of writing Honduras without an H, because it doesn't have a sound. Hoy, today, those are examples of how we use it without a sound. So let's see. A, E, I, O, U. I hope that this helps you practice how to put them together with something, and let me remind me of my first grade classes with La Profesora Maritza, which was a very evil person that was my teacher in first grade. Or my profe Miria Guadalupe Valenzuela, she was amazing. Or Profesora Erlinda, that was the devil. Okay, so I have hasta, hasta aquí. Hasta would be the translation of till or until. Hasta, the limit of something. Hasta, hecho, did, hecho. Hijo o hija, hijo o hija. See, none of the H have sound so far. Hortaliza. Hortaliza, it's kind of like a garden where you plant corn and vegetables, but I don't think that is really big. I don't know, I plant too much. And humo, smoke, humo. So as you can see in all of them, in none of the parts you pronounce the H in any sort of way. Then we have the letter J, the sound. So we have A, E, I, Ho, y Hu. So we have jarra, jarra, that is a jar, jarra. I would say jeta, but that's a popular word. I don't think that it's a real word. People call the boca, they call it jeta, the mouth. Like te voy a dar en la jeta, like I'm gonna punch you in the mouth. People would say jeta, but I don't really know that it's a proper word to learn, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Then we have he. I don't really know that there's anything with he. Him, him, he'll. No, he'll is dumb, but with a G. He, no. Here, he, him, him. I don't know any with he. I'm pretty sure there are, but I don't know them. Ho. And if I speak Spanish all the time and I don't know any, maybe you won't need it. Ho, joven, joven, young, joven, and for who, juco. That's a Honduran word. Juco is a word to say someone that they're dirty, but it's kind of funny. So if you say, "Bring me that trapo juco," it's a rag that is dirty from the kitchen that you're cleaning. Or you are juco, like está juco, vos está juco. It's because someone is dirty. That's a popular word. People would like, they would find funny if you use juco. Or justicia, if you're gonna be more formal. Justicia is justice. We have that one. Justicia. And then we have, now this is a tricky one because I don't really know if we have a lot of words with a K, but I'm gonna try anyway. Remember, this one has the sound k, k. The only one that comes to my mind first is canguro. 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 Then I don't know any with K. Oh, I know with Ki. Kiosco. It's a kiosk. Kiosco. I mean, people would say quiche. My mom used to make them. I don't know if I'm writing them correctly. It's a kind of like a bakery something made with eggs. Don't really like it. Those are the ones that I know. I don't know if there's anything with Q or K. Then we have L. And this is gonna be the last one for today. We have la, le, li, lo, and lu. So we have for la, we have lata. That's a can. But lata is very general. It's a material. So a can be made with a lata. A car can be made with a lata. So this is a very general. But if you buy something in a can, you say frijoles en lata, or like the Goya scandal stuff, or you say beans, corn in a maíz en lata, maíz en lata. That means that it's something that is canned. But also you can say tráeme esa lata. It can be something else, a piece of aluminum or something, or a piece of tin. We have lejía. Lejía, it's if I'm not wrong, it's a very concentrated material people uses to clean their toilets. I don't know what the name of that, probably bleach. Lejía. Or a very Honduran word that people don't use anymore, I guess. Lelo. That's dumb. Lelo. Then we have linda. That is cute again. Or pretty. Linda. That also can be names. Some people are called Linda, but I don't think that they make justice to the names. Just saying. Then we have loco. That could be the word for me. Loco is crazy. But we see it as a positive. Like someone is flirting with you, you're like, you're so loco. Like you're telling them like, I like what you're telling me, but it sounds irrelevant. Or I don't think of me like that, so you're kind of loco. It's not something negative all the time, unless you tell it to your partner, and then that can go very bad. And then we have lunes, your favorite word in English. Monday. I think that I say it on the way that you don't like it anymore. So lunes. So we have lata, lejía, lelo, linda, loco, lunes. So I hope that this is helpful for you, and we continue with the next with the M's. Okay? See ya.